Liam, a gutsy performance despite defeat over at Wakefield on Sunday. The way the team were performing, can you feel something building in terms of form and confidence at the moment?
I think we're playing well in patches, and I think we did some good bits on the weekend against the team. Was obviously a good team at the top of the league, but yeah, disappointing. And, we don't want to go down as gallant losers. So if we'd have been better for longer periods, I think we'd have given ourselves a chance to win that game, but we weren't. And obviously that one's gone now, so we move on to this one.
Quite a few tries leaked down that right-hand side, pretty much the same move at times, getting caught and jamming in. Has that been a focus in training this week, and you understand what needs to be done to fix that issue?
Yeah, they got a pretty potent left edge in attack at Wakefield, and it causes a fair few problems. Anybody that's seen it, they'll be aware. And obviously, it's not all down to what happens on the last pass. When they go around us, there's a lot of stuff that happens before that and during it. So it's not an individual thing where one person gets the blame. It's a collective thing that we need to be better at. And yeah, we've been working on it this week.
Tough conditions. Obviously, the heat was massive. But any injuries to come out of that game on Sunday?
At the minute, there's a couple, but we no major ones. A couple that might be pushing it for the weekend, but should be not too long.
So moving on to this Sunday, then it's the same field. It's a big wide field like it is at the Shea. Playing Whitehaven, obviously a home game on the road is quite unusual. Does that change your preparations at all? Obviously being a home game, but away from the Shea.
No, not really. No, obviously you like to have the home advantage, but playing at Wakefield's a lovely venue. They've sorted that ground out and that pitch out really well. So we'll enjoy playing there. Obviously Whitehaven coming and challenges will be a different challenge, but again they can play a fair bit as we've seen with their results, and they've got some decent players that we're aware of, and there'll be a big challenge.
A couple of opposition coaches have commented in recent weeks that we're probably in a false position in the league down there near the bottom at the moment. I think Whitehaven are a couple of places above us. Is this a 4-pointer at this point with the way the league table's going, despite the fact there's still half of the year to go?
No, I think at the minute we're not focusing on where we're sat. We're not we haven't won the games that we wanted to win. That's clear, and we're not where we want to be. But we're aiming to be where we need to be in contention at the end of the season. And I think you only need to have a little glance at the table to see how tight it is from the bottom right up to 4th and 5th. So yeah, there's no panic. I'm not a big one for panicking and believing in that anyway. These games that we could have won and should have won that we didn't, and these things around that were out of our control, but we're on with making sure we improve every week and giving ourselves the chance to get in the mix for the second half of the season.
Did you feel like we're sort of maybe one result away from potentially going on a run and starting to, like I said at the start, build something and build into the season despite all the adversity we went through right at the beginning with injuries and things of that nature?
I think momentum is one thing that we've not really had all season in a lot of ways in all different areas. Results is one of them. Performances, things that we can't control. We haven't really had a good run where there's a fair few things that have gone our way, and a lot of that. But it's part of the consequences that you deal with. But we're not one of these teams that's going to blame anything other than ourselves. There's loads of stuff that we can control, and we can only be in control of what we can. And if we keep doing that, eventually we'll get what we deserve, and things will turn around a little bit, and we'll string a bit of momentum together in terms of like an 80-minute performance and a few wins back to back together, which makes it all look a little bit different.
And finally then, as we usually say, like how important it is the fans to join us on the road, with this being a home game on the road. How important is it that we bring that Shea atmosphere and we make it again a tough place for Whitehaven to come and play some rugby league?
Yeah, I think it's I think the fans have been great all season. I think it's one for them to none of us want to take this game away from the Shea, but the ground and the struggles that we've had obviously early on in the season, the weather conditions over winter have forced it a little bit. So we appreciate the effort that it is to basically go and watch another away game, but obviously there's a little bit of understanding there with what was getting absolutely hammered all winter. That pitch needed some work doing, so it's a little bit of needs must, and we appreciate the following. And it'll be hard to match from the weekend with 6,500 fans there, but everyone that goes over, we appreciate the effort that it takes to go over and support your team, especially not that close to home. But yeah, understanding that it's just one of those things that we have to do.